What's good? Lucky Lucky Podcast. Honora Boys in the building Wednesday nighttime. Brought to you by Honora Whiskey. It's honorawhiskey.com. It is that premium American whiskey. honorawhiskey.com. And if you drink, you better do it. You should do it. Let's get it, Lucky Lefty. Honora Boys in the building. Brought to you by Honora Whiskey. Patreon.com. Lucky Lefty Network. You know it's up. It's up in 2 weeks. It's up.
Oh yeah, it does.
It's up.
Hold on. You talking? Wait. What comes first, the voice or the Super Bowl?
Hey man, Monday.
It's Monday.
Commercial. Yeah. Hey. They put a clip from my baby girl in the commercial today. I almost lost my mind, bro. You know what I mean?
On TV.
The clip in the commercial, bro.
Yeah. Did something to you,
baby.
Did something to you.
All right, where you been? It's a hashtag. Monday night, 7 o'clock Central Time.
That's right.
On the Voice. How many chair turns does she get? Does she get none? Does she get
one? Yeah. Oh, wait, do you know already?
I can neither confirm nor deny.
I just need to know: are you ahead of it or not? Or you still got to see it too?
I can neither confirm nor deny. I'll be watching everybody else around the country.
Tell him, SD. Tell him, man.
Somebody got to do it.
Yeah.
God is still in the blessing business. That's what I hear.
That's what it is.
That's what I hear. Amen. Oh boy. Joe Rudolph was in Chicago yesterday, left. Now I knew he was up here looking at a couple of offensive linemen, but rumors are that he stopped at Hallis Hall for an interview.
For an interview.
I'm just saying.
For an interview?
And Justin Fry.
I'm still trying to
Justin
find.
Fry came in for an interview today.
I don't know. You know, a lot of things taking place in the Notre Dame offseason. This is right on timing, on brand for Notre Dame to have these pop-ups, these breaking news articles. So pretty awesome.
We'll talk about that a little bit. Bears, Joe Rudolph.
Hey, you know, when it gets hot in the house, you gotta either get out of the kitchen or come down with it. It's hot. He on the hot seat. I said this before. Marcus Freeman is going to address this situation, how it all panned out. He's gonna have a conversation. It's one of those. He might get one of those Aldrich Estimate graduations.
Well, I can confirm that conversations were had with coaches.
See, I told you.
With coaches about what they need to do.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's what a head coach is supposed to do.
Yeah, your exit meetings.
You know? Yeah, players aren't the only ones that get exit meetings. You know? Well, GTB questions, put them in the chat. Super chat. Light it up. Like a Christmas tree, as they say, or as they used to say during Bulls games when they actually were a good team. Before we get into this, ladies and gentlemen, if you have not found the clip of Stephen A. Smith begging LeBron James to stop putting his son on the basketball court, the NBA basketball court, check it out. It's grade A, Emmy-worthy content. That's all I have to say. That's all I would say.
They said Bron is stat padding his Sixers game.
Stat padding what?
The Sixers game because it's a blowout. But I'm like, man, just like playing basketball, man. They be hating on my man, Bron. And it's like, you know, Bronny is slowly becoming a generational talent that we're seeing. You know, he's working his way through the G League, playing at elite.
Why don't you just apply clutch, bro?
What are you talking about? He's dominating the G League. He had 31. 31.
You said he's dominating the G League, bro?
I mean, that's what do you call 31-5 and what was it? 31-5 and 8 or something crazy?
You just said that man was dominating the G League.
I mean, that whatever that last game was very LeBron-esque. And he got a poster the night before. I mean, he's on the road right now. What do you say? He's having fun.
You said that man is dominating the G League.
No, that last game, he's just showing the trend. It's about to be an upward trend. Man, I'm talking about you're going to get more minutes on the Lakers. It's just going to be good, man. Even JJ Redick himself, the head coach, said he's doing well. He's getting better.
You just said that man is dominating the G League.
He dominated last game, for sure. 31.
Woo! Come on in, fans. Put in your GTB questions. We're going to talk about some kids that Notre Dame went to see. I talked to a man, the kid that was up for the junior day, Ebenezer Utade. We watched his film the other day.
We did.
Man.
We got some.
Hey, look out. I think he might be making a late spring decision too. Might be. They came and saw a 6'7", 300-pound offensive tackle here in Chicago yesterday. I'll be going to check out his basketball game later on next week. Offered that kid plays from Mount Carmel. You know, Simeon Rice, Donovan McNabb, all the Mount Carmel greats. Had a great time. They visited him yesterday, Coach Rudolph. Very high on Notre Dame. We'll see what happens with that. I'm going to dig in some more with him when I see him at his basketball game. 6'7", 300, playing power forward, bro. That's a little bit of athleticism, you dig?
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Other breaking news. The replacement for one, Chad Bowen, just might be Texas Tech General Manager James Blanchard.
Oh, my God. I couldn't even get an interview. Who cares? That's the who cares news.
Got to work your way up, left. Get into something else.
I'm taking the Tommy Reese route.
Do not despise
first job, offensive coordinator.
Trying to be Nepo baby.
Nepo? Who do you know Nepo baby over there? Tommy Reese. What? I'm trying to be like Tommy. Come in, offensive coordinator, first hired before the head coach. I'm talking about unlimited powers. What are we talking about?
Super chat. Thank you, Carl Kramer. I'm sorry. Thank you for the super chat. Zaire, being from Ohio, you ever been to Youngstown?
Oh, hell yeah. Well,
that was a memory that jumped up real quick, ladies and gents.
It was a good old man. It's crazy. I dated a girl from Ohio State that lived in Youngstown, And I remember meeting her for the first time when I went home with our former running back Will from Youngstown. What's Will's last name?
Yateman. Will Yateman was a tight end from Virginia.
Yeah, who was the running back from Youngstown? Will. It's crazy. It's really messed up that I forgot. But
he's gonna be mad if he ever watches this show.
He's gonna be mad as hell because it's crazy. I went back home with him to Youngstown, and that's when he had gotten in trouble. And it's crazy because he had gotten in trouble, and I had went on a date with my eventual girlfriend back then. It's Mahone, yeah, Will Mahone.
I remember Will Mahone. Yes,
Will Mahone. Yeah, Will Mahone was nice. Will Mahone was nice. I'll never forget it. We went to Youngstown together. My girlfriend at the time lived in Youngstown, so I went back with him. He had a graduation party for his girlfriend's like brother or something, and that's when he wilded out. Now I'm there with him, and I went to go on a date with my then girlfriend and left him because he's with his family. I'm not even from there. I come back, he in jail. It's the crazy. He didn't. I literally leave the graduation party, come back. He's in jail.
Did they blame you?
Man, it was like a war. I'm talking about police. It was the craziest situation I think I've ever.
Bro, that is the craziest story ever.
We literally go for a graduation party. I'm like, okay, bet my girlfriend lives in town. You know, it's gonna be great. I remember him drinking a little bit. I'm like, okay, you know, but he's at home with his people. Like these are his. I mean, they think he's the mayor of the city. The way they. So I'm like, okay, he's good. He drinking a little bit, he getting a little antsy. Okay, but I'm like, okay, they got him. He's at home. Like this is his girlfriend's family. Man, I left, went to the movies, went on a date.
You got back from the feature, and next thing you know,
and you would have thought it was a zombie land. You had people over there crying, people over there like they said, "Man, what happened?" This man is in jail.
Was it a homicide? What happened?
The man Will done went crazy, done beat up his friends and family. I mean, scared people, you know, angry black man, and you know, so that he got into it. The police, oh my God, he got into it. The police, they had to, and you know, he's from there, so everybody's like, "Bro, we love you, bro." We got too drunk, ended up spending a couple nights in jail. I had to get CJ pick me up, CJ Devin Butler, bro. Them boys picked me up from Youngstown. For the next, I'm over here about stranded. I'm stranded. I'm staying at his boy's house.
Right.
I'm like, oh my God, bro. Like, so CJ
and Dev are like, what?
Man, my boys, they came pick me up about 4 hours away, man. I'm over here like, man, this man, we tripped out. He in jail, bro. What the hell, bro? I don't know it. Man, craziest, one of the craziest stories ever.
Yo, that's wild. That's a great question. Great question, Mr. Kramer. Great question. That's great content right there, bro.
Oh my God. Like he came back. I came back. He was like, man, you gotta save Will, bro. He's in jail, man. The man went crazy. He done beat up his girlfriend's dad and all type of stuff. They fighting his friends. I'm like, oh my God, what happened? And I couldn't get in contact with him. I'm like, dude, I came with you. You got me stranded out here. Like, shout out to CJ, man, them boys, and came.
So you didn't want to call anybody from dating?
Who I'm gonna call? I got Chad. I got them people in the office calling me like, let's go. I'm like, I don't know. I gotta get back. SOS. I gotta get back to camp. Let me get back to school.
So were you all supposed to be driving back that night?
Man, we was up there for the weekend. He drove.
Okay.
I'm riding with him. You know, it's Ohio, so I'm cool. But this Youngstown. Youngstown is in the middle of the woods. You know, I'm a Southern Ohio
town, right?
I'm a city guy. He's the boony guy. So you know. So I'm meeting all his friends. This is crazy. I mean, I was so caught off guard because it was in a situation where what am I gonna say? They looking at me. Now Will's the biggest dude in the city. And I'm the second biggest dude in the city. So they, if anybody was gonna constrain him, it was me. But I was on a date. I'm thinking,
right.
I'm thinking he's, these people are not big enough for Will at the time.
So Will was going into his sophomore year.
He was like the Hulk.
That was like his window.
Yeah, this was his time. I mean, this is what ended up getting him off of his time, but missing that window. But man, I'm like, shoot. If I was there, I don't know what, because he's strong. You know what I'm saying? I'm the second biggest dude that can, like, his girlfriend's family didn't stand a chance. His little friends from high school, they didn't stand a chance.
I guarantee you somebody in the family or cousin, somebody was talking slick. I guarantee
it was he got drunk and then he got like his friends were scared. They was like, what the? But it's one of those situations where I couldn't. Man, it's nothing I could have did, man. It was just so crazy. But
now wasn't he originally recruited to be a running back, but he ended up being a wide receiver. Is that what
he basically was what Amir was? He was a hybrid running back slot guy. Like CJ Will and Amir Carlisle were all kind of the same player wise. Like you try to figure out what they could do and plug and play kind of guys. They were all three of them are a bunch of Aeneas Williams, guys that can do in and out, work the inside, run outside. So very versatile. He did some punt return, kick return. So I thought Will was a good player, man. He just, there's so many things that happen in college outside of getting on the field that sometimes be overwhelming for people, man. But, it was crazy.
Dude, that dude assaulted a police officer too?
Oh, the man was going, man, what? Now I'm at the movies. I'm at the movies with my girl. Like
crazy.
Charges was crazy. I'm talking about this happening. I remember saying, all right, Will, I'm out. Like I'm about to slide. This was like at 7:30. By 10:30, this man whole career was different, man. Like I'm talking about the party was turned upside down.
Got another super
my
chat.
God,
I got Eric Spinell. Thank you for the super chat. He put you in a trick bag, Malik.
Oh man,
this Irish though.
Man,
thank God for that. So he's good now.
Yeah, he turned his life. I mean, that type of stuff. You got a big mountain to climb. So and he's always a good dude. He just can't. He's one of those people that's like, bro, don't drink, bro.
Can't hold his liquor.
Like, I don't even think he drinks now. That's how much I think he shouldn't drink. You know what I'm saying? Like this. So I think he learned from that and he became a different person because of that. And he played at Youngstown, I think, his last year, something like that. He bounced around. But this is before all these leagues start coming out. So, whatever.
Hey, man, I'm going to tell you something now. Your boy here, I don't drink because I already know my tolerance is.
It's super, super irritable. Super irritable.
It's crazy.
But Will is my dude, man. That's crazy.
Yo, that's a great story, man. That's a great story. You said his name. I was like, yes, I remember Will Mahone.
Everybody remembers, man. It was a time, man. And if we had Will, and you had to think at the time we was transitioning out of Theo and Sierra, and
it had to be like 13.
Yeah, it's like 12, 13,
14.
Yeah, Chris Brown's years. Man, the team.
Y'all some wild boys, man. Now, and it's like, to me, like that's that when I met Max in LA.
Oh my God, Max!
You know what I'm saying? When I
met Max is crazy up and down story. I love that guy. That's his. I was right there with, man. It's so crazy, man. I remember Coach.
Why you always around, bro?
Man, by the grace
when it goes left.
when the grace of God, man, is always a girl. It was a girl this time. Max's story too. When they got pulled over in Indiana,
right.
They were supposed to drive my car and stuff. I'm over here spilling tea. Anyway, coach is like, man, you only got 2 days off, bro. You got 2 days. Don't mess it up. Whatever. They had the Lil 5 or something like that at IU. Big festival, whatever. Everybody's excited. We just got off the spring game. We only had less than 24 hours. Coach gave us, the game was Saturday, gave us Sunday off. He was like, Monday, come in, we get ready for the game. Cool. Relax. It's cool. It's good. Y'all had a good camp. Picked up everybody, whatever.
Right.
So I had my girlfriend from Minnesota come down for the spring game weekend. So everybody like, all right, we about to go slide. We about to go slide to IU. We use your car, Malik. You'll drive. You'll come. I'm like, nah, I can't go. I gotta go with my shorty coming in town. He's like, oh, so I said, but I would have been there. You know what I'm saying? But if she didn't come, I would have been there. So they all getting packed up, all going. They go in Ashton's car, Ashton White. Brother didn't have his tail light. So anyway, they come to my house before they leave because they like, all right, we about to leave. Woody. They leave. I'm with my girl. We went on a date, of course. Next morning, next morning, wake up. Next morning, I wake up. They're on the news. On the news. National TV. I'm getting a call from Coach Kelly, like, come and talk to me in the office. He's talking about, Coach Kelly's so green, bro. He was like, I heard you were supposed to be in the car with him. What does that even mean? What does that mean?
How does that even come up?
Man, this brother done called me. Man, it was one of the movie type of things, man. Man, it was so crazy because it was everywhere on the news and all that. I get a call from, once again, Chad done called me. Hey, can you come to the Goog? This is our day off. You know, I'm coming to the Goog on a day off. It's never a good thing, but all the lights are cut off. You know, go down the long hallway. All the lights is off. Only thing open is Coach Kelly's office. I'm the only one in the building, feel like. And Coach Kelly's so crazy. So another situation, a girl done saved me from being in that. So, you know, but Max, man, he was no different than Will and Jalen Smith. Could have been a 3-and-out guy. You know, it's the way the cookie crumbles. Not everybody can make it, but Max had all the talent, man, to be an NFL next guy in, you know. So it's crazy how stuff happens, though.
Woo.
Shout out to my girlfriend at the time, saving your boy.
Right.
Yeah, I mean.
For coming down?
Coming down, yeah.
I don't have any stories like that, bro.
Close calls, left and right.
I definitely I have plenty of close calls. But not like that. That's why, man, it's so funny being like someone that follows Notre Dame, bro. And like I said, when you finally meet these people that you read about years ago. So that night,
oh my gosh.
We're out in LA, bro. It was me, you, Max.
Another great story.
Right. That night, oh man. We'll keep that one under wraps, bro. But no, I'm sitting there talking to Max, and the whole time I'm like, I want to ask you about the incident, bro, but that probably would be disrespectful right about now. We're having such a great time. Just leave it alone. Lucky Lefty podcast. All right, guys. It is also rumored or being reported by several outlets that Notre Dame might have found their replacement for Chad Boat. Also, some tea. Former Notre Dame recruiting expert for the Midwest. He was definitely prevalent in the Chicagoland area. Dre Brown, who was the GM for the University of Illinois, ILLINI, my alumni, is more than likely going to be following Chad Bolden to USC. So now Illinois has to replace him. I'm hearing great things about former Notre Dame safety Houston Griffith, who actually coached the wide receivers last year and was the recruiting director for the Midwest for the Fighting Illini. He's been elevated. He's now coaching defensive backs. So, man, maybe Houston Griffith can work himself back to Notre Dame.
Houston Griffin do elevating like that?
Yeah, he's DB coach now at Illinois. He coached wide receivers last year. Now he's coaching the DBs, and he's still the recruiting coordinator for the Midwest for Illinois. They just they're probably going to pick up. I know they just picked up a couple of 4 stars recently in the 26th class. I think the number 1 wide receiver in Illinois, Nasir Rankin, who was actually at the Irish Invasion this past summer. He's a heavy Illinois lean out of Morgan Park. Mustangs. That's how we do it.
That's how y'all do it, huh?
Hey, that's how we do it. 111 for Ben Simmons, baby. That's how we do it. So the replacement for Chad Bolden is Texas Tech, current Texas Tech general manager James Blanchard. Doing some research on him pretty quickly. He is known as the poster child. This is directly from an article at TexasFootball.com. He is known as the poster child for modern day recruiting. He was the first hire by current Texas Tech coach Joey McGuire when he got the job. He has led Texas Tech to their first 2 top 25 recruiting classes in over a decade, back-to-back years. They hadn't done that in over a decade. And currently in the 26th class, he has 3 4-star commits in this class. Very well known, very well respected down south, SEC country, and Texas as well. Has been known to go up against SMU in Texas in recruiting battles and fare well. So, the initial reports on him, Left, I like what I hear. He's not you, Left. He's not you by any stretch of the imagination. He's not you. His hiring would not bring the same buzz that a hiring of a MALIK ZAIRE would.
I don't believe it. Yeah, I don't believe in him right now.
However, from what I've read, I wouldn't be mad at the hire. I would not be mad at the hire at all.
The one thing Notre Dame's going to do is get a guy that's qualified. So, I believe that he probably got all the credentials and some to be ready for a position like this. And, Marcus Freeman is not bringing in just anybody. So you can trust that he has something to the method of the madness.
Man, that's absolutely bananas. But I absolutely love, like I said, you can go read this, fans, TexasFootball.com. Just a brief, I'm trying to effort the author. I'm trying to effort him coming on the show in the event that he is indeed hired. James Blanchard, the current general manager for the Texas Tech Raiders. If he's hired, trying to effort the author of this particular article to come on with us and give us some background on him. So, yeah, I like the initial vibe coming from him. Brandon D. McGee, he says, South Shaun and Zeke, if I ever see y'all in the bin, Frankie's will be on me.
Yeah, we appreciate that, man.
Is Frankie still popping like that?
Is it? I mean, that was about 8-9 years ago.
Is Frankie still? Hey, bro, let me tell you something, man. So we do a 21-day fast in the month of January every year as a church. I am on the final day is Friday. The final day of the 21-day fast bus is this Friday. I was driving on Cottage Grove yesterday, which is a pretty busy street on the south side of Chicago. I pulled up at the light at 87th Street, and I looked to the right. There is a fat burger on 87th and Cottage Grove in Chicago.
A fat burger?
A fat burger. I darn near lost my mind, bro.
Yeah, that's
I was like,
that's like having an In-N-Out.
In-N-Out is trash, by the way. But
what?
You can have that. Though.
Trash.
Just like Bronny. Straight LA trash.
This is blasphemous, Sean. Blasphemous. You won't be saying that when you move out there.
What do you mean? I'm saying it now. When
you go to LA, you'll have a change or two.
I'm importing all my food. I'm importing everything. My daughter has already told me it's trash, Daddy.
She told you it's trash? No, she didn't, Sean.
That's what she did, man. That's what she did. Now, according to reports as well, Eric Hansen wrote a nice little story. And I think everything is finalized or close. I mean, pretty much finalized with Chris Ash to become the defensive coordinator for your Fighting Irish. With Mike Mickens staying on. And Mike Mickens has been on the road heavy this week with Marcus Freeman. Lock and step. Wherever you see Marcus Freeman, Mike Mickens is right there. So that's a good sign. In the midst of all of this hubbub about the defensive coordinator position, I told you, as long as Mike Mickens is in the fold, for me, that's what matters the most, Lev. That's what matters the most. I need Mike Mickens in the fold. Everything else, we can work out the kinks. We can deal with that. We need Mike Mickens in the fold.
Yeah, but it's like, oh, man. What is that conversation like on the plane? You're going everywhere, you're traveling with your guy, and you know he wants the position.
By the way, JD Piquel just said, literally, and I quote, if Notre Dame lands James Blanchard, that's an absolute home run. I told you, I like the early returns on what I'm hearing about James Blanchard, bro. I like the early returns. I really do. He's very well respected down south. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like what I'm hearing. That brother he be in the weight room too. Have you seen his picture?
Yeah, I haven't seen him. He's pretty jacked.
You know, Chad is kind of skinny. He looks like he works out with the players.
Oh shoot. Okay, so he's serious. Well, let's see if he can pick the right guys.
Man, look, Johnny S., I'm sorry, man. I live in Chicago, bro.
You know they said zero. You're zero, Sean. Zero.
You know how many elite burger places I have in Chicago? In-N-Out is trash. In-N-Out is trash.
Wait a minute. You said compared to the places in Chicago is trash?
The elite burger spots in Chicago are plentiful. Yes, In-N-Out is trash.
You said plentiful?
Plentiful. I can get a top 10 on every side of the city. A top 10 on the south side. A top 10 on the north side. A top 10 on the west side. Easy. In-N-Out wouldn't even make the top 30 in Chicago.
What? I don't know, man. You saying there's 29 better spots? I don't know.
No, I didn't say 29. I said it's 30 better spots. I said it wouldn't make the top 30. What a burger. What a burger. Is that what's the burger spot with the brothers? You know what I'm talking about.
With the brothers?
Yeah, you know the famous brothers that are actors. The Wahlbergs. Wahlburger.
Oh, Wahlbergs have a burger?
Yeah, they had a Wahlburger downtown Chicago. I think it closed up though. This is Chicago. We don't. No.
You don't be trying nothing out there. It's
No,
not
we ain't trying to do all that famous. You got bro.
Oh, so you say you gotta have good food to survive out there.
Thank you, though. We don't care anything about your name. Nothing. That's not impressing anybody.
So Michael Jordan can't have a little store.
This is why I'm shocked that Fat Burger is on 87th Street in Chicago. Kanye opened a Fat Burger in the suburbs of Chicago 6 years ago, left, and it closed in like 3 months. Nobody in Chicago do Fat Burger, man. Come on, it's too many burger spots here, bro. It closed up like after 3 or 4 months of operation. It closed. I would be interested. I'm going to research and see who owns. See if it's Kanye that owns this Fat Burger too. He definitely brought that one to Chicago because it was big news.
That's crazy, Sean. You telling me there's legit 10 burger spots better than
you keep cutting the number. I said 30. I said it was 10 on the south side alone. Hey, I'm just trying to tell you. Just speak facts, bro.
Yeah, you're gonna have to get that stuff imported then.
Yeah. Let's get to some more of the GTB questions, man. I got Gino Williams. How much longer are we gonna have Coach Mickens around, y'all think?
Well, if they got him to stay around with all this foolishness going on, I don't know. Maybe he got like some backdoor deals going on. Maybe he's got his own NIL that they figuring out. But I mean, from a career elevation, maybe Marcus Freeman's just his boy. Maybe Marcus Freeman is just his boy. And I think this year coming up, it's just going to be different than last year. I don't think we'll roll into the year being 11, 12 game confident feeling. Just because, I mean, it's just you got a whole different team, man. Whole different team.
Man, look here. Oh, man. I would say 2 years max, which is why I think it's very important that you have somebody like Houston Griffith doing this thing in Illinois. 2 years max. He gets a head coaching gig, NFL gig, or maybe even a defensive coordinator gig. 2 years max. I don't think he's at Notre Dame past 2 years from now.
Yeah, I think he's gone after this year. I think he's gone.
I would give him a slight chance.
You know, I'm saying 90%. He's gone after this year.
What if Chris Ash is the bridge guy?
I mean, he's got a long resume where he jumped around a lot, but I doubt Notre. I mean, the only person I've seen do it 1 year was Matt LaFleur, but he's a head coach of the Packers, so that's just a totally different. That's just, I mean, he's the head coach of the Packers, so from quarterback coach to that, I mean, come on, he's ready.
Yeah, I agree. It is one of those things, though, Left, when you think about it. You know, the expiration date is coming. It's coming. A GTB question from Bob 43 Crable. SD and Left. Who you guys got starting quarterback against Miami? Minchie, Angeli, Carr. I don't even have to mention the others. I'll just stick with the first three. Who you have, Left?
I want Minchie to get it. I don't know if Steve is going to be there. Do you think Steve is going to stick it through or what?
Why not? I don't know if he's going to make it to the fall, but I think he's going to be there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't, you know, I believe Minchie should get it. But Notre Dame's very political, man. They'll have Kenny
all the time.
They'll have Kenny leading the whole race. And then the first game, they'll have Carr run out there. You'll be like, damn, I didn't even. I think Marcus Freeman needs to be in full control of this decision as it relates to how it will reflect a year 4 under him, because it's directly reflecting.
Right.
There's no other position or thing on this team that is directly affecting the head coach than the quarterback. So to me, it doesn't matter. I want to care about what Marcus Freeman gets behind. So whoever he gets behind, rock with him till the wheels fall off or until he plays bad. But I don't think he should go into this situation being like, I'm hands off, I trust my coaches, I think it's much more important. I think Nick Saban was very involved in the decisions of Tua and Jalen Hurts and Mac over Bryce. I think he was heavily involved in that, to where, I mean, we've seen how he responded to Tommy Rees about Jalen Milroe. He literally told Jalen Milroe, Tommy Rees, make it work. Care about what you want.
Yeah.
You're running with Jalen Milroe. So Marcus Freeman needs to do that with Denbrock, or at least just keep an ear to the door, man. I don't think this is a position where he needs to take a step back and be like, oh, I just trust my coaches. Not that he can't trust them, but he needs to be attached to this decision.
Yeah. I can rock with that. Gino, what we got to do? Fly a plane out of South Bend with the banner LL4 game. LL face on shirts on campus. I don't know, Gino, what you trying to do? Oh, LL for GM. My bad. Oh man, they trying to start a campaign for you, Left. You're trying to fly a plane out there in South Bend, bro. LL for GM. Hey, I'm with it. I like it. Started out. Hossy 03. Malik, what do you think of your new coach, Lee and Cohen? Duval, yeah, his Duval was really whack. That Duval was really whack. It really was. Lucky Lefty podcast. So that's James Blanchard. We talked about Joe Rudolph, his connection to the Chicago Bears. Reported interview with the Chicago Bears for their offensive line position. Marcus Freeman and Gino Gaduli were down at the Senior Bowl today. Jack Kaiser and RJ Oben both had tremendous practices the first 2 days. Both of them shined in practice. I believe Jack Kaiser had an interception off of Jalen Milroe and team reps.
Yeah, that was easy money. Yeah. That was easy money.
RJ Oben is doing his thing. Riley Leonard doing some nice things.
I mean,
Notre Dame's representing.
You got a veteran like Jack Kaiser in there, and you really get to see, which is the cool thing about Notre Dame players when they go to these things, is how they stack up against other players as an individual. So it just shows you the level and expectation it is at Notre Dame, where a guy like Jack Kaiser can be shrouded over because of the system or the talent or whatever we got going on. He goes to the Senior Bowl amongst his peers, and he's a standalone. You know, he looks the part. He's not a guy that's going to drop off once he leaves a good team. And I think that just shows how well the coaching is, that when you leave a good team where a lot of people can overlook what you're doing because everybody's winning, and then you can go to a place like this where you're literally an individual and still shine the same way, shows that you have the right teaching and coaching going into these settings.
Senior Bowl is always a good look for Notre Dame players. They always shine well. I'll tell you, people I talk to pro scouts a lot before I started covering Notre Dame, bro. And the one thing they would say, like, dude, we never have to worry about Notre Dame kids knowing how to play. and
That's right.
being professionals. That's it. They come in, they know exactly what to do. They play hard, they study hard. They're just professionals. Just professionals. So we'll see, man. I hope both of them end up getting drafted. I really do, regardless of the round. I hope both.
He's probably a third, fourth round guy. You know, he'll get picked up because of his. I'm telling you, 70 games get you drafted.
That's like, what are we talking
about? Yeah, what are we talking about? 70 games get in your, you know. You don't have to worry about his process. I wouldn't do no combine. So look at I got how many games you want to watch? How many games? Pick a year, pick a season, pick a game.
Drake Bowen announced that he will not be playing baseball.
You see how one game can change your whole perspective? After the Ohio State game, he said, "Man, bump baseball, man. I ain't finna. I gotta do this the right way."
Well, that shows you the kid is locked in.
Yeah, I don't blame you. You know, I think he's the next great, memorable linebacker under a Jalen and a Manti, just through the impact and his commitment to the position. I think he's going to be a remembered player. Maybe not 70 games because I think he will get drafted, but he's going to be that foundation, that Joe Schmidt type of personality. You got to have him in there. You got to have him as the captain of your defense. And I know that makes Max Bullock probably a lot happy. Because what Max Bullock said, he said, even on the baseball field, he's a linebacker.
Cat Max is like, yes, I got
you. Yeah, he definitely
all spring. I like it, man. I think these guys feel like they have unfinished business. I really do. I think this squad.
Yeah, but you gotta find that mojo. What makes the team special? I feel like last year's team was very just connected. They knew what they had to do. They knew what they needed to do. When you're missing guys like a Xavier Watts, a Riley Mills, a Howard Cross, a Jaden Thomas, you know, guys like that. You even Deion Cosley in his part wasn't as impactful on the field, but being a locker room guy. And it's those type of guys that make you feel comfortable knowing that they've seen a lot that they can prepare us for when we haven't been there yet, especially when you talk about young guys. So, you know, it's going to be interesting to see the response when they're looking around. You're not seeing a Xavier. You're not seeing a Ben Morrison. You're not seeing these guys that indirectly or directly you're leaning on when in doubt. Because, you know, those guys are going to do their job and pick up the slack where you may not feel as confident because you haven't been there before. So that just changes the dynamic of a team, man. And, you know, I'm a little more in question of what we're going into next year than I was when I just knew for a fact we were a national championship team the year before.
And one piece of news before we get to these grades. Cumberland Valley offensive tackle Tyler Merrill, 6'5", 310 pounds, from Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania, was just at South Bend for Junior Day this past weekend. He will be making his college announcement on tomorrow at 2:20 p.m. Eastern Time. 2:20 p.m. Eastern Time. 4-star offensive lineman Tyler Merrill, who just visited Notre Dame. The Fighting Irish in a really good spot with this kid left.
I don't know.
All right, Left. We're going to rapid fire through this, man, because we got a show early tomorrow.
Yep.
Glad you guys jumped up with us. Left was downtown taking care of business. And
yeah, man,
I had to change. Let me tell you something, man. I had to change all of the faucets and supply lines in the women's bathroom, the main women's bathroom at the ministry.
Isn't that a custodian's job?
And, oh, no, I had somebody doing it. I just...
you working hard, man.
Meaning that I was the one passing the wrench.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. You
like, what you need?
Yeah, what you? Yeah, I'm right here. You know.
Let me take that, throw it in the garbage for you.
Yes.
Yeah. That's exactly what I did. Please don't
You
allow
help
me.
with it. You
Please
know.
don't let me misrepresent what I do.
You know, I'm not no expert in this one.
So we replaced all of them, and I was amazed when we went to pick the faucets up left. When did this stuff start getting so darn expensive, bro?
Oh, for pipes and stuff.
Just faucet supply lines, right? We had to get 20 in supply lines. We really could have done 16 in supply lines, but we did 20 just to make sure. It's crazy, love.
They upselling. That's what it is.
Yo, it's vanities on sale for $99.
Hmm.
And then it's a faucet for $99. I'm like, wait a minute.
You couldn't find this at Home Depot for the cheaper parts?
I went to Home Depot. Right? But here's the thing. My wife and my mother don't do cheap things. Right? I was looking through. I saw
for the closet bathroom, the bathroom nobody go to.
I saw, man. No, everybody goes to this bathroom.
Oh, okay.
And the woman's bathroom is always in more use than his bathroom. But you know me, I saw the faucet for like $39. It was like, oh man,
Birdman hand rub.
Heck yeah, and take this tax exemption letter too. Knock them taxes off. Nah, bro. They wanted the certain finish, everything. Now they're like, yeah, we got brand new faucets now. We have to make sure that the knobs on the stall doors are brand new too. Which that's pretty inexpensive to replace those.
It's just adding up.
Come on, man.
You like, okay now? How much we love the Lord right now?
I'm gonna have to raise another offering Sunday. Like, hey.
And that's true.
I'm teasing. Please. I don't want anybody to take that and run with it.
Oh yeah, you can't. Hey, you gotta be careful, man.
You have to be careful the things you say, boy. It'll pop back up at a later date.
They gonna clip you up, Sean, playing it behind you at the church. Oh goodness.
False prophet. Asking people for money for toilets.
They're gonna be like, where's your jet at, Sean? You need to gas your private jet up. Yeah, what do you think of them passes with the private jets and the luxuriousness? Do you think it's a sin or what?
I don't know them dudes, man. I'm not there accounting for them or their ministry. God looks at their heart, man. He knows. They can hide it. They can hide it. No, that's not my style. I would love to book one day. Absolutely.
Like I was trying, just you can deliver your ministries on a timely fashion.
No, but if I'm just like to have one, I don't need that, bro. I don't need that.
Nice.
I don't need that. My father's best friend is a pilot, so.
Oh, so you already know who you call.
Yeah. If I want him
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I can call him. I can call him and he'll come school.
I'm saying, Sean, look, the Lord giveth, and the Lord taketh away.
Mon-Fri, I've had the same golf clubs my golf clubs have to be at least 10 to 12 years old. I have the R7.
That's like your.
I got the TaylorMade R7 irons. The TaylorMade R7 irons came out 10 years ago.
But that's that's like you're not looking to replace it. It's like a football. I don't like the new footballs. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I don't like the new footballs because it's like you got to work them in. Yeah. You probably kept those because you done worked them in for about 10, 12 years. You just know how they.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But no, bro. I don't cast any aspersion upon anybody because I don't know their situation. I don't know the desire of their heart. As long as they're not, as long as they're being a good steward and being honest with the people, if they're asking people for money for a certain thing, If they're spending it on that, then that's fine. And that's fine. I've had people, be mad at me about my parents' success.
Oh, really? You done caught flack too?
mean? I'm in college, you're mad because my dad's church is packed. Like, why are you mad?
You be beefing over that?
Well, I don't know if it's jealousy. I don't know whatever it is, bro. Because at that point in time, I was wild child, bro. I wasn't serious about ministry. I was wild child. So at that point, I'm like, man, that's my dad. I don't care who he is to you. He's been my dad my whole life.
Yeah.
Like, that title, that's between him, God, and you all. He comes home. I don't call him pastor. I call him dad.
Really?
And I respect the work. But look, it is what it is when he comes home, and he did a good job of balancing that. Incredible job of balancing that. And
it's not easy.
Yeah,
probably the same as like how a coach would balance it, right? Like a football coach would balance, like Marcus Freeman balancing his 6 children. I mean, that he talking about hard. Well, when you getting that 7-figure check signed, I'm sure you can breathe a little easier. If you had a 7-figure check, Sean, you probably, kids wouldn't be nothing at that point.
All I'm saying is that private jet thing is just, I don't know.
If you had the TD Jakes motion, you'll probably need it.
Now I'll keep it a buck.
You just can't wrap it.
If I had that, I would have one.
You're gonna need the way to get around.
I'm gonna tell you right now. If I was rolling like that, my clothes and sneaker budget would be ridiculous. That would be.
Oh, you're gonna be like the pastor in New York. He had the Gucci everything. He was fresh. Fresh.
I'm not a Gucci fan.
You be polo out though.
I'll be polo out. Definitely would have every single Jordan.
Jordan would have had to call you and deliver them personally, like you do.
Personally, all the dunks. Man, Lacoste.
The price of doing business.
I'm a Lacoste fan.
Me too. I got a Lacoste shirt.
I love my Lacoste. I love old school Adidas tracksuits.
Yeah.
So I'm a traditionalist. And I would have just about every color of everything.
You just have a lot.
I would have every home and away Mitchell and Ness jersey for every NBA team.
Yeah. Yeah.
It would be small. It would be things like that.
Well, you already got the list is already down.
Private jets and cars, nah. That really doesn't do anything for me.
Okay, but them Jordans,
yeah,
just like that organ visit, just like this.
And my man cave would be Dum Dum.
Oh, okay, you personalize it.
No, I would have like 300-inch made up of like 20 TVs separately or something.
It goes stupid. Just silly stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. Now that would definitely be the issue.
You have your own studio set up like Colin Cowherd.
Man. Jay Grizz, thank you for the super chat. I know it ain't much, but here's my offer. SD just keep. He's being the children of your prayers, bro.
We passing the collection online.
Hey, all of LL Nation stays in my prayers every day, man.
That's right.
Every day. You already know it. Hey, man, I'm trying to do. Did you see the sweater, the hoodie he had on at the Senior Bowl today?
Yeah, that was fly. And he had the jacket to cold top of it.
Notre Dame doesn't want to make money. They don't want to make money.
Marcus Freeman.
The Marcus Freeman collection would make so much.
So if y'all selling turf,
bro,
his rack will be sold out. I mean, I don't know why Marcus Freeman don't want an NIL deal with Under Armour or something. Dion do it. Dion got all type of.
Hey, the Under Armour needs to pay Marcus Freeman, dog, for bringing attention to the hoodies and.
I mean, it's rare to see comments on a coach's fit on just regular day-to-day stuff.
His fit and his haircut.
Marcus Freeman literally gets comments on his gear. Every school head coach got some gear. But whatever Marcus Freeman does when he get the gear, it's like, where you get that from? I ain't seen that on the racks. And I know you get some exclusive stuff because you're the head coach. But that needs to be the line, though. It just the MF line or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Let's get to it, Left, before we get out of here, man. Thank you for jumping up with us late, guys. We appreciate you. We'll be back with you tomorrow morning. The Chris Ash news, by the way, is official. It's official. Grades, Left. Grades. How would you grade? What grade would you give to this 2024-25 season?
Because the expectations of what we predicted was already so high, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'll say a B plus. A B plus, because an A would be we win it. And winning it is like you can't get no higher, right? So B plus for getting there, but also B plus because we expected that. You know, we expected to be a game away or at the national championship in the spring. In the spring, before we even took a snap in fall camp, before Riley Leonard was even healthy, we knew we would get to that point, or at least close to it. So it's a B plus for me. Winning it obviously would be that A, and I don't think it's critical only because Marcus Freeman said in week 2 when we lost, he said everybody expected us to win every game. Because that's just how it was set up this year. So that's kind of where I lay at.
I thought about it a lot. I was like A minus, B plus. I would think of a positive, and then I would think of a negative. I would think of the win at Texas A&M. Then I would think about the NIU loss. I would think about the fact, as you pointed out, Left, before the season started, we were like, yo, it's a failure if they don't win 2 playoff games.
Yeah, like it's a failure. There's no excuses. It's a failure. People should be on the chopping block because it was just so set up for us to just. I mean, how many seasons do you go into saying it don't really matter who the quarterback is? It could be Riley, it could be any of them boys, and we'd be right where we ended. And so
it is ultimately, Left, because of some of the things you said, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to give this season a B. I'm going to give it a B because I need room.
Yeah, you need room. Yeah, you got to
give room.
Because if it's an A, then we got 2 lowest.
First of all, the A, I just can't.
Can't do it. Can't do it.
No championship.
How do you
if you win the championship, it's definitely an A.
You start
no
with
championship, and not just no championship. The performance at the beginning,
terrible,
and the NIU loss, and then what they did, they exceeded our expectations by 1 game.
Yeah,
in the win total, right? By 1 game, they won 1 more game than we expected. So it's 1 game better than we expected. I'll give them a B plus. You know, I'll be fair. I'll take it to a B plus because a B would have been doing what they were supposed to do, which is win 2 games.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and add the plus for getting to the national championship game and winning 1 more.
Yeah. Because on top of it, doing the expected is a very tough thing too. So everybody knew we was supposed to get there, but to actually get there and not fall short like my Jacksonville Jaguars, where we were supposed to have Trevor Lawrence be MVP and he just was total opposite. So or like LeBron, he was able to choose one at 18, and I mean, arguably one of the greatest players ever. So living up to the expectations is a huge thing. Is how many guys that we had, like Anthony Bennett, first round pick. We thought he was about to be all. Well, I didn't think he was going to be all. A lot of people thought first round pick would be all world, and he was out the league quick. So
that's because of the team he went to. I'm just saying, the team was trash.
So what's the Bears? Is Caleb Williams? I mean, he done seen Jay Daniels outshining this year.
First of all, you keep mentioning the Bears when it comes to me, like that does something to me. I talk about the Bears more than, and
it don't hit you the same, huh?
Nah. I laugh at that. Man, I love the comments. Ed3 says he's gonna rock out an A. Chris B says Nasir ranking film looks like dynamite. That's because he is dynamite.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ed3 says I didn't expect 3 wins and to beat Georgia. Yeah. Yeah.
Beating Georgia has merit and credit, because I think they wouldn't have give us the love that they did if we didn't go through them to get to Ohio State. Because I'm telling you, if we played Texas championship game,
they would have scraped Texas.
Yeah, it would have been too easy.
They would have scraped Texas, in my opinion. But the injuries are something else on the credit side of the ledger.
But it just can't count as an A because you just didn't win.
You can't.
But like, for instance, Illinois could probably say
it was impressive, though. It was definitely impressive.
B plus. It's like you've reached the max on everything you can get to except winning the championship.
The injuries almost makes you grade on the curve. The amount of injuries.
Everybody got injuries, though. Everybody got injuries.
That's true.
I think it's commendable, but it's just like if we win to national championship this year with these circumstances, I think that would be more impressive than last year. Because I just felt like we was going to be in conversation with that game before the season started.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel like that this year. I got to wait till some things shake out. How they looking at this quarterback situation, this, that, and the third. There's factors to it. Last year was just a feel. It was like, oh, shoot, The schedule is begging for us. The schedule this year is like, okay, I see 2 or 3 that can be challenging. We don't know how we're going to come out at all. That's the thing, especially offensively.
Yeah.
Like, I have no idea what we're going to look like offensively.
Yeah. All right. Give me your grade for the – no, I'll say that for last. Give me your grade for the running backs this year left.
A, I thought they were the main source of why we were that good outside the offensive line, so that's A.
Grades for the offensive line.
I think a B plus.
I'm gonna give them a B minus.
Okay,
give them a B minus. Go ahead.
Give them B plus because they were strong in the playoffs, and I thought it was a switch that was flipped in the playoffs where they were a very strong constant, and I think we won the trenches in 3 of those 4 games we played, or 4 to 3 games. I thought we won the trenches in 3/4 of those games, and a little bit of the championship game. We just blew a bunch of open stuff, and I don't think we spirit wise came in there looking to win either. So
I'm gonna say B minus because of I will put that on Joe Rudolph. Why it was a B minus? If Joe Rudolph made the necessary decisions early in the season, we're probably looking at a B plus.
Yeah,
But
we fumbled
pass
that.
pro early was so bad.
Yeah, we fumbled that.
It was so bad early. I'm gonna go ahead and go B minus. I'm gonna go B minus. Wide receivers. I almost want to say incomplete.
Yeah, it's hard to give him a grade because I feel like a C would be like, don't give him a C. But then I can't give him that great of a grade because it was in spurts. So I give it a non-complete just because it wouldn't be fair to just. It's not an A. I don't think a C is. I think they did better than a C, but I don't think it was better than a B either. So I think it's non-applicable right now until, like the one recruit said, I got to see what this offense looks like with a different guy.
I mean, when the quarterback says, "Man, that open, I just didn't throw it."
People don't understand how you cannot say that in the press conference.
I heard a crazy stat today, and I had to confirm it, bro. This is the craziest stat I've ever heard about a wide receiver, bro. Larry Fitzgerald has more tackles than drop passes in his career left. Just think about that. Just marinate on that for a second, bro. Just marinate on that for a second, bro. It's a true stat. It is, dude. I confirmed it. It is a true stat.
He has more tackles than
more tackles as a wide receiver. He has more tackles
than drop passes
in his career.
I mean, he should drop it once every year, maybe.
Or he was making every tackle on every interception. You know what I'm saying?
No drops is crazy, considering a drop could be something stupid just through natural not focusing on it.
Bro, that stat is absolutely bananas.
Because the tackles have to be under 10, in my opinion. The tackles will be under 10 for sure.
That just goes to show you, bro. I was like, yo, that's an incredible stat, bro. That's an incredible stat. That just let you talk about being sure-handed.
Oh, sheesh. Like statistically, you're like, as a DB, he doesn't drop anything
at all.
Statistically, you're like, in his career, he's not. He's not
dropping it, bro.
Yeah, so it's like I gotta just tackle him.
You might as well just commit PI, bro.
I'm not dropping. I would look at those numbers and be like, how is this even possible? That means the quarterback has more picks than he has drop passes. Not even like,
yeah.
They need to put a statue of him instead of that dang Pat Tillman.
Of course, people don't want to hear that. Of course, his pops is from Chi-Town.
Oh,
right? Of course he is.
Oh, who?
Of course he is.
Who? Are you sure? We got to fact check that.
Yeah, you ain't got to fact check.
You say you got Kendrick from Chicago. This guy from Chicago. Come on.
Stop hating. Stop hating.
Is hating?
Stop hating.
I don't know if it's hating though, Sean.
Stop hating, bro. Stop hating. You know what I'm saying? His pops is elite level coach too now.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? So I'm just saying. That's how we do it at Chicago, bro.
I did not know that.
That's how we do it.
Tight ends. How we do it.
Tight ends, bro.
I got the 5th biggest city in the country talking about that's how we do it. What do you mean?
Wait for it. We exceed expectations. Come on, don't give me that size. We exceed, dude.
We had the biggest city, really?
We had the whole world leaving here this summer. Like, man, Chicago is lit. Like, oh yeah, that's what we've been telling y'all for years. Everybody that went to the DNC was like, yo, we had the DNC and we had Black NBA here, DNC, NABJ was here this
I
summer.
have the fifth big, like colleges go up there to recruit all the time. Look at all those people y'all got up there.
What's your point? I'm waiting for you to make a point.
It's a lot of gas up there. But I gotta see I don't know. I mean, that's like people saying California has the best sports. Well, they have the biggest state and they play all year round.
Do they really though?
I mean, they got good, baseball, volleyball, that type of stuff.
I mean, if you can play the sport year round, I mean.
But they don't hoop better than Chicago. That's what you trying to say?
I told you, dog. Hey, man, look. Literally, the Bulls are one of the worst teams in the NBA, bro. And they still have the stadium is literally 22 years old, and it's the best date night in the NBA. That's a fact. It's a fact. We got the best downtown in the entire country. It's not even close. It's not even close.
Better than Vegas?
What? Man, please. It's a desert for crying out loud, bro. What are we talking about? Y'all don't have a lake. Y'all don't have a river. None of that.
Y'all probably comparable to like the Riverwalk in San Antonio or
Don't disrespect us like that. Don't disrespect.
How is that disrespect?
Don't do that. San Antonio, don't you do that, bro. Don't do that. Don't do that.
It's a part of Texas. That's a big deal.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Come on. Come on, man. That's like me calling Dayton Youngstown. Come on, man.
Yeah, you can't do that. Can't do that.
See? See how that goes? Tight ends, bro. Tight ends.
Almost, I mean, the impact, because you're coming off of Michael Mayer.
It might be the first seed. Nah, it might get the first seed.
Yeah, it's a C just because
Mitchell Evans was real good down the stretch, but
he couldn't get going early on. They wasn't the Michael Mayer, Tommy Tremble, all of that, where we had some motion. This year is kind of just unfortunate. Just unfortunate on dependent positions. Mm-hmm. The dependent positions just can't get a grade. I mean, we didn't even give wide receivers grades, so that's how inept we were. But also, ironically, dominant because they couldn't make us one-dimensional. But we were begging for a team to do it, and they did it. Ohio State definitely did it.
That's true. All right, D-line. Just, man, A for effort. No, A because of the injuries, A for effort.
A for effort, but I give him a B from,
the pass rush, the lack of pass rush.
It was just so ugly in the last game that you can't give him nothing more than
B minus.
You can't
pass.
We let this guy Will Howard sit back there and relax. 17-21 for 200. And they keep replaying this dumb video and they're talking about, oh, we got to go at this guy's leverage. We got to throw it deep because Christian Gray is sitting on the inside. I just schemed that up on the sideline. We were playing cover zero. You just took a shot in dark. Come on, man.
Oh, man. I'll give him a B minus, man. I'll give him a B minus. They were trending towards B plus, A minus territory before Trey Ori and Botello got hurt. So, linebackers. Linebackers, I'm gonna go ahead and say
linebackers. I would say a B minus, B plus. I would say B plus just because of the youth coming in and literally like it wasn't a bunch of hand holding and to stay healthy through the 16 games, 15 games, new experience of playoffs, adjusting as a group going into this season with all y'all, nobody has more experience than the other, right? Taking and coaching from a first year Max Bullock. So obviously we didn't win.
We saw inexperienced mistakes.
In the championship game,
the athleticism that we saw, the sure tackling that was improved.
Night and day difference.
Night and day difference. The tackle for losses, all of that. All of that, man. Yeah, I agree with that. Secondary, love, defensive backs.
A+.
Yeah, dude.
A+. Yeah. How do you can't replicate success on that level and play it out like that? I mean, it was just too much of a strong.
Had pressure on them every week, bro. Every week, the defensive game plan hinged on your players being able to play man to man. Every week. Every week. And they did it. Every week. Quarterback, I say the best for the last. Left, go ahead and give your grade. I don't even want to give one. I think we lost Left. I'll give the grade then. You have to give him a B just because of what he added with his legs to the offense. Steve Angeli, every time he came in, especially against Penn State, ice water in his veins. I'm gonna give the quarterback position a B. I'm gonna give it a B. Lucky Podcast. Thank you for staying up late with us, man. We'll be back with you guys early tomorrow morning right here. Breaking news, if it comes, hopefully Notre Dame will have back-to-back days of making it official, not only with that defensive coordinator, Chris Ash, being hired, but we'll see if this James Blanchard news goes further. So we'll talk about it tomorrow, and we'll break down some more film with some of these youngsters that Notre Dame has been visiting this past week. Have a great evening, but most of all, make sure you spend it different.